What's up, everybody? Welcome to Moneyline Media. Haven't said that in so long, and man, does it sound so good to say. Welcome. It is Monday, which means it's Mock Draft Monday. We're going to be breaking down the top 32 picks of the first round of the NFL 2021 draft. Deirdre is here with me. I'm here. We're both here. Nobody's stuck in snow. Nobody's sick. Yep. We are both teaming up to tackle this first NFL Mock Draft Monday.
Yeah, it's really exciting. We've gotten to talk to a lot of our guys that are into the draft, and it just feels like a normal progression. NFL is probably our main bit of content, so mock draft seems only right. So, James, if you want to start off first with who you have, Jackson. No trades, by the way. We're not into the trades yet. We will get into the trades eventually, but not right now.
Yes. Before we get going, Deirdre, I'm very, very upset with you that you didn't do your non-Power 5 football show this week.
Oh, because of the FCS. I know. I got to get into it.
Yes, I agree. We're here. We got some football going, so I'm happy.
We do.
But let's start off with the number one pick. The Jacksonville Jaguars are up on the clock. Jacksonville Jaguars need help in just about every category known to man.
Agreed.
But the pick is in for me. Mm-hmm. Jacksonville Jaguars select quarterback Trevor Lawrence from Clemson University.
Yeah, I also have Trevor Lawrence as well. He's probably the best college quarterback coming out of the draft in the last couple of years. Kid's a stud. He's big. He's bad. Jacksonville needs that franchise player type guy. They thought they got it with Blake Bortles years ago. They didn't. They've traded away pretty much every single one of their players, and they're just looking. This is the most rebuild team I've ever seen.
Yeah, honestly. I think Trevor Lawrence kind of fits I always forget this guy's name. Urban Meyer system. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I don't see a team that wouldn't benefit from Trevor Lawrence besides the Kansas City Chiefs. So I think it's a smart thing for them to take it and just start building. You got a young guy here. Yep. What is Trevor? 21, 22?
About 21. He's a junior. A true junior.
He was a true freshman, right?
Yeah, so, when he won.
It's a good move for them. And we'll see how it goes. But we're going to move on. The New York Jets are officially on the clock. Jets are a team that use a couple different things to start winning some games.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think they are right below the Jaguars as a biggest rebuild team we have. Both of these teams, let's also remember, have the cap space to fill their roster to help these young quarterbacks. I picked a quarterback. I got the Jets going Zach Wilson here. James is probably shocked by that because I did say some things that I didn't think Zach Wilson was as good as people have said he is. But we've gotten the pleasure of talking to two of his offensive linemen, and they're absolutely fantastic, and both say such great things about him that I have to say I'm probably wrong. And he's got those baby blue eyes. I think that he'll work pretty well with the Jets. Young guy. And I'm excited to see what he has to bring. I think that the Jets go this way.
Yep. So it's nice to hear you admit it.
Yep.
Zach Wilson is the real deal. And at 2, I do have the New York Jets taking Zach Wilson out of BYU. Mm-hmm. I think Zach Wilson is going to supply a lot to the Jets. I think he's a little bit more of a slinger.
Yep.
I think you guys will have fun with him.
Yep.
And he's that guy. He's, young kid. You guys have a cornerstone piece there, and you're going to do more work in this draft to help him out, and I will be the person that tells you who that will be later on.
Awesome. Well, Zach Wilson's great. We're excited to kind of – I think I've kind of gotten excited to see what he has to do. But also I just want to make this – the one thing that the Jets kind of did right last year was they did draft a really good offensive tackle. They're trying to get that offensive line better so that we don't have, a bad situation going forward for this young quarterback, which is also super important. That's all I'll say.
I happen to agree. That being said, the Dolphins are on the clock. We're going to hear that a lot with the number 3 pick.
I know. I got the Dolphins going Jamar Chase here. Yes, he opted out this year, but he was a stud. I mean, if you told last year, I thought that he was better. I think that he would have gone maybe one of the first 2 wide receivers off the board if he was eligible last year. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't, which is unfortunate, but he wasn't. I think that he is going to – what we see with Justin Jefferson, I think we're going to see that even more with this guy. So I got Dolphins getting Jamar Chase. I think that helps too. I know a lot of people might be going quarterback here. Definitely think that they might trade down because they have, there's a lot of quarterback needy teams that are trying to move forward, especially if they don't get Deshaun Watson. So I think
Penny Sewell.
I think I got to go with Jamar Chase here for the Dolphins. How about you?
I'm going with Sewell. Penny Sewell.
Okay.
Oregon offensive lineman. I think the Dolphins are going to need that big body. He's apparently, from what I've seen, best offensive lineman available in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
Thought the Jets were going to go with him, but it looked like they're going a different way. So I got the kid from Oregon going to Miami Beach.
That would be a great fit for him. I just think
I don't think he's going to be protecting Tua either.
You don't think he's okay? So that's something to look at going forward in these drafts. Okay. See, I disagree with you. I think that they stick with Tua, and I think Jamar Chase is great. They have a lot of good little young pieces there. I don't think with any of their picks they should touch a defensive player.
I agree.
I think their defense is good. But Jamar Chase is someone that I thought, and I think I told you this when we had gone over busts and booms last year for the NFL draft, and I said Jamar Chase. When I looked at LSU's tape, the Joe Burrow tape, Jamar Chase is what impressed me the most. So, someone I think will be very good moving forward.
I agree. I have him going somewhere extra fantastic.
I'm sure you do. All right, next up, we got on the clock is the Falcons with the 4th pick.
So the common consensus here is I think exactly what I'm going to go with. I don't know about you, but for the Falcons, I have them taking Justin Fields from Ohio State, quarterback. I think they're going to step off of Matt Ryan and move on into the future.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Fields is the future of the Atlanta Falcons. And he doesn't even have to change like that much of a jersey color.
No, he does not. And he looks good in that jersey color. Also, let's remember, Justin Fields, originally a Georgia commit.
Yes.
So,
speaking of commits, by the way, I'm not sure if you've seen yet, but Texas Tech just stole the Oregon quarterback.
Really?
Yep. Tyler Show.
Texas Tech.
They just took him.
That's not going to help the Pac-12.
Nope.
It's not.
Big 12.
It's not going to help them. I like your pick of Justin Fields. I went back and forth with Justin Fields and the guy that I picked. I got them taking Trey Lance. Apparently, rumor has it that a lot of NFL execs are higher on Trey than they are on Justin. Justin was hot and cold, in the game. And with those weapons, that's one thing I have to say about Atlanta. No matter how bad their defense was, their offense always performed. I don't know how good Trey Lance is, but I think the Falcons go Trey Lance and not Justin Fields.
All right. Interesting.
But that could change next mock draft Monday.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean,
so the Bengals are officially on the clock. Deidre, I already know what you're going to pick.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I got them thinking Penny. So I can never say his name. The guy from Oregon, offensive tackle. It's interesting. I think that if there is a trade, it will be Cincy to Miami to get this guy.
Okay.
Let's be honest. They need protection. We saw it in the Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes did great, but he couldn't score a touchdown because he was not protected.
Yep.
At the end of the day, your quarterback is only going to perform as well as your offensive line does. You cannot win a Super Bowl without a good offensive line. Shout out Tristan Wirfs.
True. But since the Bengals are not winning a Super Bowl regardless this year, let's get rid of all that boring stuff, that how to win football game stuff. We don't care about winning football games over here. We care about selling tickets.
And that's why if James was a general manager, his team would have the first pick every year.
I'd have a new quarterback every damn year.
Every damn year.
Top pick every year.
You're not going a quarterback here, though. You're not going to quarterback.
No.
Yeah, okay.
No,
I was going to say, that would be ridiculous.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
Oh.
We select Jamar Chase from LSU.
Hey, listen. Great pick. Not one of their biggest needs, though. Wide receiver is not their biggest need at all.
I know.
That's where I have to disagree with you.
I want him.
You want the LSU magic to come back, but let's be honest, it's not going to come back.
Look at that wide receiver duo
with Higgins and
Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Get rid of what's AJ Green.
He's done.
Yeah.
But I completely disagree with you. I think that it's a very tempting thing to do.
It is.
But at the end of the day, you know what else sells tickets? Bengals making the playoffs. That's what's going to sell tickets. Getting a good foundation for your quarterback to want to stay. That's all I got to say. Yeah. All right, next up we got Philly.
But there's a lot. Trust me, there's a lot of offensive lineman free agents that Cincinnati looks pretty good to right now.
I'm sure. Well, I don't know about that. I don't think Cincinnati is anyone. And that's not a dig at them being bad or anything. It's just like a lot of their star players have wanted to leave, and that's not against their fan base. It's against their ownership.
Their owner is terrible.
Yeah, I mean they don't have an indoor practice facility. They're in Cincinnati, dude. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree.
All right. Next up, we got Philly. James, are you going to be nice here, or are you going to be a jerk about Philly?
No, we're going to be nice. Here's what we're going to do. My team is terrible, but I got a new head coach.
You do? You do.
I got me a brand new quarterback who already hates the organization, so we got to rebuild his confidence. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out, we're going to get him a top wide receiver, and that young man's name is Devonta Smith.
Okay. I like where you went with that. I went somewhere similar but different. Same wide receiver room. I'm going with Jalen Waddle.
Ooh.
That might be a little bit of a reach. My thing with Devonta Smith is physically, I don't know how well he's going to do against the big bodies that are in the NFC East.
Right. I agree, but his speed is a threat.
Yeah, and he's a threat.
He may be 30 yards beyond any of those.
Like I said, next week it could change. We could have
like that Tyreek Hill type of player where they're just goodbye.
Right, but then there's also he could be the Henry Ruggs, who struggled last year. He's not a bust by any means yet. He has a chance to come back. I just want Jalen Waddle. I don't know why. Obviously, they don't pick the best available wide receivers anyway. So that's something I could see them doing. Also, I can see them going. I can see them going offensive line here too. To protect Jalen Hurts. But I think it's gonna. I mean, it really depends. I think we'll see. I think a wide receiver would be a good decision. I'm always a little nervous getting skilled players so early, but I just had Jamar Chase as the third pick. So, all right. Next up, we got the Panthers. Oh no, I'm sorry. We got Detroit. Detroit. My bad.
Don't do this to me already. It's only
sorry.
All right, for me, it's gonna be defensive, obviously, to me. I think the Lions have an outside chance at doing something, but it's too far gone, and you just got the quarterback that can't bring you nowhere.
Well, we'll see.
You got the quarterback that has been brought places, never brought anybody anywhere.
We'll see.
So, I'm sticking with your team here, Deirdre. We're going Georgia boys.
A Georgia boy. Ooh.
Yep.
I'm interested.
Georgia boy, played for Georgia. Hometown kid. I'm going Azeez Ojulari.
Okay.
Linebacker from Georgia. It'll really help formulate that linebacker crew in Detroit because you know how they are very weak defensively.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good pick.
Young defenders. In Detroit. So I think you can help out. Detroit could have a very good defense in the next 2 to 3 years.
They need to for sure. I think that was their weak spot last year. I have them going also a linebacker, but a little bit closer to us. Nittany Lion sat out this year. I got him going Micah Parsons here.
You got him high, huh?
Well, the funny thing is the guy you just mentioned, I don't have in my first round.
What?
Yeah. Again, can change. Everything can change,
That's true.
But Micah Parsons, I didn't think he was high. I thought that people really thought about him. He's my first.
He slipped a little bit in a lot of the mock drafts because of sitting out, because of whatever kind of trouble he got into.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't concerned about that kind of stuff, Deirdre. We're concerned about who's hitting the hardest.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's Detroit. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
But he's great physical shape. He was the best defensive player coming into this.
By the way, I don't look at like stupid things that college kids did to keep them out of the NFL. Doesn't make sense to me. Unless you do something like really bad.
Arguably, best safety in the league was in jail, in his college year, and is one of the best leaders.
Randy Moss
was in trouble. I mean, there's so many guys. What?
Randy Moss was in prison. Yeah.
I mean, this stupid stuff. Well, give it up, Alden Smith this year too.
I'm
guy
not
who got into
holding,
trouble. Baker Mayfield got arrested.
Exactly.
College kid who has a lot of.
Unless you've done something really bad and don't deserve a second chance, then you deserve a second chance.
You got to think about it like this too. Penn State. If you're a Penn State football player, same with Oklahoma, and I'm not. There are levels to this. A drunken arrest is different than sexual assault. That I don't excuse.
Yes.
I want that to be that. Correct. I don't excuse. Getting drunk and stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And you're these kids. They're celebrities. So
right.
you come from a place where you're not making money, right? They're not making money, but you're a celebrity on campus. You're gonna see what you can get away with.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
how far can we go?
Right. It's different for people like me and you. We're not star athletes. We didn't get recruited. I'm not a celebrity in a college town. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not a celebrity. It's different. Same with Oklahoma. Baker Mayfield was a freaking stud. He's gonna push the limit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Agreed.
Next up, we got the Panthers.
Ooh. All right, so here's my pick for the Panthers. Goodbye, Teddy Bridgewater. Goodbye. Who was Panthers quarterback before him?
Cam.
Oh, well, he's absolute trash. I got him taking Trey Lance. This is where I have Trey Lance getting going. Quarterback at North Dakota State University.
Okay. So we switched positions here. I got Justin Fields.
You got Justin Fields going there.
Yep. But again, this is first mock draft. We're in February. We got about a month and a half, almost 2 months probably. 2 months until the draft.
We haven't even consulted on this yet.
No, we're still talking about it. We're still getting used to it. We're still feeling each other's out. This is not our final. This is not our final mock draft where we have our bets on. This is not that.
We're not ready for our Justin Herbert debates yet.
No, but I'm sure I'll be wrong. But yeah, no, Justin Fields. I do think that they should give him a gap year because I think a gap year really helps a quarterback.
Yeah,
I think Pat Mahomes, Eli Manning. I know Eli Manning. He played half a season his first season.
Yeah, he's Kurt Warner. Yeah. Yeah,
but I think that those guys can show you. It's really important to have a gap here. I think Tua would have helped Tua if Ryan Fitzpatrick would have finished out the season.
Well, yeah, and if they didn't say, "Oh, you're starting," "Oh, you're benched," "Oh, you're starting,"
well, but I still think if they would have because they weren't. We thought they had a chance at the AFC East, right? But we didn't think that they had a chance of really going too far. Right. And at the end of the day, you had more draft picks coming. It would have helped him to get, like, he had a pretty serious injury too, so he's still getting back in the fold. So I think that would have been important to. I think that with Justin Fields and Trey Lance, because I think the positions we have them in, they can, around. But I think it's important that Matt Ryan and Teddy Bridgewater give these kids a gap year.
Yep.
All right.
If Matt Ryan doesn't get traded.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta. That's someone that's tough to be like, hey, he's learning, because he still puts up, like, if his team was good, he'd be in the MVP discussion. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just because they haven't been good. He still puts up sick numbers. It's just they don't make them, like, when you don't win enough games, you're not going to be. It's not the MLB. You know what I mean? It's not. So, all right. Next up, we got the Broncos. Who do you have them taking?
I got them going with a cornerback here. I got Patrick Sutton III from Alabama. By the way, I'm heavy on cornerbacks in the first round.
It's probably the most needed position.
Yeah.
That, and then I go maybe
really good cornerback draft.
It is a very good cornerback draft. Last year it was not.
No.
This year
it was like wide receivers and safeties.
Last year was definitely wide receivers. For sure, wide receivers. Yeah. I like that pick. I think Patrick, obviously championship caliber is great, but I didn't go him. I went Caleb Farley with Virginia Tech.
That's funny.
Why? I bet the next one. I already know what's going to happen. Again, I think that those two are interchangeable. I think it's going to really depend on their pro days and what we see and type of person. I think me and you are both going to do some more research going forward and just. But Caleb Farley, Virginia Tech guy, I think that he has some skill. Obviously, played against some really good wide receivers. Same with Patrick, but I think it could go either way here.
I agree.
With those two. All right, next up we got the Cowboys.
So at number 10, I have the Cowboys taking Caleb Farley, cornerback from Virginia Tech.
I got them taking Alabama, Patrick Surtain. They already got a quarterback from Alabama last year. Why not just add another? We're both of them very bad pass defenses. Need to improve. I mean, Broncos are going to need to improve in a lot of areas. I think Broncos are going to have a really bad year this year, like a really bad year.
I think so. By the way, I was very close to doing what I didn't want to do.
Give him a quarterback?
Yes.
Yeah, I've given the kid one more year.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you know what? One more year because of the way he raps on the side.
But because also but also at this point, you got Mac Jones left, right? But just say, worst case scenario, Drew Lock has a terrible year next year. You got whoever is going to be a very good quarterback next year. There's always a quarterback that impresses
Oklahoma.
people.
So
what'd you say?
The kid from Oklahoma is available next year.
Yeah, the guy from Arizona State's pretty popular. Sam Howell from North Carolina. They got a couple. I know you love him, so he could end up being a Bronco. You know what I mean? Like they have that.
Exactly. You have a gap space here.
Exactly. You have a gap space. You're not going to win the division next year. I mean, Chargers are getting better. Chiefs aren't getting worse. They're getting healthy again, and I think that loss is going to be scary for them.
Right.
So you're not going to win next year. Why don't you improve your defense a little bit,
Yep.
Cowboys need to improve their defense. Now, Cowboys could make the big jump next year.
Cowboys could also get a quarterback.
Well, I mean, it all depends on free agency. If they're able to retain Dak, which I think they will be.
I don't think they're going to.
I think they will be. I think that, if not, also a couple, they could do okay, we're same position that the Broncos are in then. Mm-hmm. Our team is built up, let's wait. They could get a guy like Jameis. There's so many, you could give a guy a shot this year, but I think they definitely need to improve their pass defense. So Cowboys, I got Patrick Surtain for sure.
Okay.
And I think those two are going to flip-flop a lot in our draft, and I think we're going to have a lot of flip-flops in our draft, especially with all the pro days coming up. And
without a doubt, yeah. See, that's the thing. This is a preliminary mock draft.
Yeah.
All these pro days come and everything. We'll have to keep changing as they go along.
Yeah, we got experts too. Like
Yes.
We're not quite experts yet. We're still the second draft. First draft was real novice. So, we still got a lot to learn. All right, next up we got your Giants. Which way are you going with your Giants?
All right, so talked a lot of smack about the southern states on this show.
Okay, let's see where you're going.
But we're going real down south here. Taking Kyle Pitts, tight end from Florida.
That's a good pick. He is sick, man.
I don't think we're keeping Evan Ingram. So.
Yep. I mean, regardless. Cousin of our friend Mason Bennett. You don't think that they're keeping him? I got them going a different route. I got a Rashawn Slater of Northwestern.
Oh no!
What offensive lineman, man?
I know I love Slater, but come on.
What do you mean? Come on!
It also is funny, but go ahead, continue.
I mean, they need offensive linemen. Let's be real.
I want a weapon.
He's played against Chase Young.
Mm-hmm.
He's played against really good defensive ends, defensive tackles in his college career. He has that ability that I don't think Penny Sewell has that as much as he does. I'd personally, if I was Cincy, I think I'd pick Rashawn Slater before I picked Sewell. But I gotta go. I think that if the Giants get this guy, it's the biggest steal of the draft.
Okay.
You disagree, but that's okay.
I do disagree, but not by much. The number 12 pick goes to the San Francisco 49ers, where I have Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle from Northwestern.
Now, 49ers front office called. They were going to put in Slater. Fortunately, he's off the board. I got them. Might be not their biggest need, but offense hasn't been great for them, and they are coming back healthy. I think they could use a cornerback in this position as well, but I went Devonta Smith, wide receiver. I think they
need I was wondering where he was coming in.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to go to the Giants. I almost had a heart attack.
No, that would have been a good place too, but I think the Giants definitely need offensive line help. 49ers offensive line is okay. It's not fantastic, but it's okay.
Obviously, they take Mac Jones there.
Yeah, that's another one. I don't think they – okay, side note, I don't think that the 49ers' biggest need is a quarterback either.
No,
I just don't think it is.
I think they'll trade for one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, or you go another year with Jimmy G if he's healthy. Mm-hmm. That's the big thing. Jimmy G is not a bad player. He's never going to be like the guy that gives you Matt Ryan numbers, right?
I don't know why there was so much hate on that dude.
He's never going to be the guy that gives you Matt Ryan numbers. He's never going to be like fantastic, like
Correct.
What an arm, what an athleticism. But he does the job. He's serviceable.
Yeah.
The problem is lately it's been not even, but star QBs win. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I mean, other than Nick Foles, what?
And they sell tickets.
Other than Nick Foles, like in the past couple of years, it's been, Russell Wilson, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, guys that sell tickets, you're right, but guys that are also studs. It's not like the early 2000s where you could win with a serviceable quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Flacco was the last serviceable quarterback, but at the time people were arguing if he was elite. So does he really count as a serviceable quarterback? But 49ers almost won with him. They almost won with him. I think they stick with him this year. If it doesn't work out, you get a quarterback. You see what you could do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got the Chargers. Who do you have for the Chargers?
So I got the Chargers building up the offensive line, getting some more protection from my boy, Justin Herbert. We're going offensive lineman here, Tevin Jenkins from Oklahoma State. big body. Put him on the side. Protect my man so we can watch Justin Herbert dominate the league yet again.
All right. I didn't go offense this time. I'm not going to lie. I did not go offense. I went with Gregory Rousseau out of Miami, another guy that opted out this year. But they need defense. Defense was their biggest issue. This guy's an edge rusher. Put him with Joey Bosa. Let's see what happens.
All right. Okie dokie.
All right. Next up, we have
Miami.
the Minnesota Vikings. Who you got?
Minnesota Vikings need defense more.
Yep.
Than I need $5, and they have to rebuild that line. I got them taking Kwity Paye, defensive end out of Michigan.
Same exact pick.
All right, beautiful. They need it.
They definitely need it. That's the it's tough because I still have Kyle Pitts on the board.
Yes, you do.
And I think Kyle Pitts learning under.
I think I know where you got him going.
Maybe you do. Learning under Kyle Rudolph would be sick for him. But at the end of the day, they need defense more than offense. They have so many weapons that you can't put them. You know what I mean? Like you can't put it there. You just can't.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Next up, we got the Patriots. Who do you got the Patriots taking?
See, this is where me and you went wrong. This is where we were like way off from each other. I got the Patriots taking Jalen Waddle here. Wide receiver out of Alabama.
They definitely need help.
Can Bill finally get a wide receiver?
We'll see.
I'm messing it all up.
This, I don't think, looking back at me making this pick, I'm a little nervous because this doesn't look like a Bill pick, but I got the Patriots taking Mac Jones.
Ooh.
I don't know if he's going to go this route. I can't see him taking a guy in the first quarterback in the first round, but I think Mac Jones has that championship lineage. He's a hard worker.
He is.
He already got that Boston look to him. He's not crazy athletic, not crazy anything, but he's got a championship. He's got championship lineage, so I got to go with him.
All right.
Next up, we got the Cardinals.
I got the Cardinals taking cornerback here. J.C. Horn from South Carolina. I think that they need to fill that spot. They need secondary help. Absolutely. They gave up a lot of freaking points last year, and a lot of them based off the deep ball.
Yeah, okay. I see where you could go with that. I got them taking Kyle Pitts here.
Ooh.
It might be an exciting.
That's actually a good pick. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know if he falls this far.
Right.
I have a rough time.
I'm sure they'd love to get him.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is a no-brainer if he's available.
He's available, yeah, definitely.
So I got Kyle Pitts.
Good pick. I like it.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you. First one you like.
Now this is where we get silly.
Raiders. We got the Raiders.
They're just like, what's he doing? What's he doing now?
Yeah,
what's going
I don't know.
through the mind of Jimmy? Well, going through the mind of Jimmy is that a young man will be playing for the Raiders next year. A young man with national championship heritage.
Okay.
A young man who can lead your team downfield in 0.11 seconds. Like that, like flash. Hold the lightning. Quarterback, Mac Jones, Alabama, going to the Raiders. Goodbye, Derek Carr.
Okay. I mean, it's not the worst pick.
Derek Carr might possibly be playing for the Panthers next year. You heard it here first. And Mac Jones to the Raiders. We're starting up. John Gruden is now, I think, in his third or fourth year of his contract, right?
$1 million contract, like $70 billion.
So it's time for Gruden to kind of build his own team and try to win. So I think Mac Jones is where he's going to start it off with.
I mean, it's not a terrible pick, and it is a guy that has played with, the guy that has played with, the what's his name, Henry Ruggs, We're going to try to make a number one receiver.
Mm-hmm.
A guy who he's got a tight end to rely on. I think it's a really good place for a rookie quarterback. I mean, it's a bad place for a rookie quarterback, too, because it's Las Vegas, but it's like a good play. But like
$1 million on red.
But weapons-wise, it's good. I am picking an AP second-team All-American for this. He played on UCLA and played on Miami. Defensive end, Jalen Phillips. They need. Come on, you can't see them making this pick?
You can't see the Raiders fans going bonkers after they just heard me pick Mac Jones, and then you come in.
With Jalen Phillips. They need defensive.
No disrespect to Jalen Phillips.
No, but that's a pick that they would make too. Like they make some outlandish picks.
They do. And that's a John Gruden guy.
Yeah, and they need defensive. Like I understand why you went with quarterback, right? But quarterback is not their biggest need.
No, because they still have Mariota.
You're a jerk. But defensively, we said in every game, we're like, are they playing the Raiders or the over? You know what I mean? Like we said that in every pick. So I don't think it's anything different now.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, next up, we got the Dolphins for their second pick of the night.
All right, Deirdre. Who'd you have the Dolphins take in the first pick?
Ja'Marr Chase.
Ja'Marr Chase. Okay, that's right. So you had him way earlier than I did, but I got the Dolphins taking linebacker Micah Parsons from Penn State here.
Yeah, that's a steal if they get him that way. I don't think he goes that far, but I could see, basically 1 through 32. I mean 2 through 32. It could all be messed up. Like we have no idea where it's coming.
You just threw Jalen in there, and I don't have him in my first round.
You have a couple that I don't have in my first round either, but that could change, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're here for.
We're here
to dig deep into the numbers and into the facts.
Yep. Yeah.
He never shuts up. He's just always talking.
All right, go ahead. Come on. What you got Dolphins going with?
Micah Parsons.
Oh, Micah Parsons. Sorry, you did say that. My bad. I have Elijah Vera Tucker, offensive tackle out of USC. They got a USC guy last year too.
He's not on my list, but he was very close.
Yeah, I think I think offensively is where they struggle. Defensively, I don't want to touch it. Obviously, in the later rounds, if you want to get some depth, that's different. But let's focus on the offense. Let's protect your guy so that he can end up throwing it to Ja'Marr Chase. And that's where I'm going.
Good call.
All right, next up, we got the Washington football team.
The Washington football team. By the way, shout out to the Washington football team that probably hates the hell out of us right now because I think that every mock draft on the planet has them taking a quarterback, and I think we got rid of them all.
We got rid of them all. I know. That was the tough part. I was like, I can't.
Yeah. I know. So I was going to dig deep and look for a guy that was going to go in the second round and that Washington would steal here. But I think Washington will wait into the second round because I don't think they're in such a massive hurry.
No.
To get a quarterback. And I think that there's availabilities in the free agency market for a quarterback as well.
There definitely
they need some more playmakers. Their defense is good. Can use some more help. I think that will be the third through the fifth round where they'll address that.
Question. I have a question for you, and I believe this is true. Ryan Fitzpatrick is a free agent, right?
Correct.
That would be a good fit for him. Because they're not going to win.
That's his type of team.
Right. That'd be a good fit for him.
Mm-hmm.
But continue.
Exactly. So I don't think that quarterback is an immediate need for him.
I think
how it plays out.
They kind of – yes, it's awesome that they made the playoffs, and they deserve to make the playoffs, and they worked their butts off to get there from the beginning of the season to the end, and they faced a lot of adversity. However, they kind of screwed themselves by winning so many games, 6 games. Or was it 7 games? 7 games. But, yes.
Mm-hmm. So, that being said, I'm a playmaker. That's why I get up and get the ball.
Okay.
And I'm taking wide receiver Rashad Bateman from Minnesota here.
It's a good pick. I don't have him in this spot. I got another wide receiver, fast guy, very fast. Could also help you on your return game. Got a guy named Rondale Moore out of Purdue. First team All-American. First team All Big Ten, census All-American in 2018. He's a stud. He's a stud.
Yeah, I agree. Good picks.
Good picks. All right, next up we got Chicago.
Chicago Bears need offensive line. I don't know if they're going to address a quarterback here. I don't know why they.
I don't think you can, and this is why. There's a top 5 that I think are going in, and I think one of them is one of them might be towards the end. I might have put him a little high. We both might have put him a little high, or we could have put him too low. Like he could go anywhere.
True.
But
till April.
You can't. The other guys aren't quite first round material.
Right, exactly. And I don't think that any of those guys are better than Mitch Trubisky.
No, and Mitch Trubisky, for his part, showed that he could be a serviceable quarterback.
Yes.
So.
I agree. And I think that 30 points a game is a little bit more than serviceable.
Oh yeah.
It's hard.
And they got a great running back. And again, showed it towards the end of the season.
Right, I agree. Well, it's hard to be great when you're playing with Nick Foles.
That's true. Right. Who do you got for this position?
I got offensive tackle here, Christian Darsow from Virginia Tech. I think he's the man for the job, no matter what quarterback they have.
6'5", 314 pounds.
That's a monster.
That's a monster. You're right.
And he's good in the run game too. So that fits more of a Trubisky style offense.
I agree with you 100%. I have him as well, and I think no matter any of the offensive tackles, whoever's left on that board, they need to grab. That's at the end of the day, they need to grab it. They have no cap space. This is where they need to start making the moves. Because listen, the Packers are gonna eventually have issues, and the big thing is, you guys are you and the Vikings are right on the path to get there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you need to improve your offense; they need to improve their defense. Whoever does it first is gonna have that. That's gonna be theirs.
Exactly. Whoever blinks first ends up in third place.
Exactly. Because you're right on the cusp. Like, both of those teams are right on the cusp. And I think the Packers going forward are going to have issues.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Next up, we have Miami again.
Miami? You go first, Dieter.
Wait.
No,
I'm wrong.
No, it's the Colts.
It is the Colts. Fucked up. Hold on.
You done fucked it all up, dude.
I did.
It's the first one.
Jesus. All right. I messed up. The guy I had them going with, I no longer have them going with. So, I'm gonna go then. I gotta go. Rashad Bateman. Okay. I think they go another. T.Y. Hilton's a free agent. Get themselves another weapon on that ground, and I think that will be helpful for them. Yeah. All right, you're up.
This is where I have Gregory Rousseau going from Miami. I think you had him going a little bit earlier than me in the draft, correct?
Who's that?
Gregory Rousseau?
Yes, I did. I had him going to the Chargers.
Oh, that's right, yes. Yeah, I think the Colts will benefit from him. They get a little bit more on the rush here. Colts already have great defense, but you can't win without more of it. I think that's where the integration comes.
Agreed. All right, next.
Plus, they have pretty much everything else you want.
They do.
They have the quarterback now, so.
Yeah. All right, so I have the Titans taking Jason away out of Penn State. Edge. Okay. They need help in the sack game. They only had 19 sacks as a team last year. It's embarrassing.
Such a childish mind.
What? Sacks?
When you said you need help in the sack.
Well, I mean, they do. They do. I mean, listen, their defense with running games like, and if the rumor is true that the Texans will be giving up Deshaun Watson for CMC, they're going to need help in that game.
Oh, my.
That'd be scary. Jaguars, there's some really good running backs.
I feel bad for McCaffrey.
Me too. But there are some really good running backs.
Right.
That they're going to have to compete with. So,
yeah.
All right, next up are my New York Jets.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. They're after the Titans.
I didn't pick my player for the Titans.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I got him taking cornerback Eric Stokes here from Georgia. I think they could use help in the secondary. Good move for the Titans. Good move. They also need to address the pass rusher, but focus on that right now. Plus, they need to go out and sign J.J. Watt like tomorrow.
Yep. They don't have that much money, though. That's the problem.
I know. That is the problem. Because, well, that's what happens when you give stupid-ass money to Clowney for no freaking reason.
Yeah. All right, next up is the Jets. Who do you have the Jets taking?
I got to let you go first here, dude.
Okay. Me? I'm going first? I got J.C. Horn. Might be a hope that he ends up this far down, but I got them taking J.C. Horn.
All right. I had him going at 16, so.
Yeah. So not too crazy.
All right. Now listen. Hear me out.
Oh, God. I don't like this. I don't like this already.
Listen. You just got Zach Wilson.
We did.
Right? You got a young defense.
We do.
You need offensive line help, but there's a lot of offensive line in this draft.
Yes.
You have a lot of draft picks.
Okay.
Give me permission to do one thing.
I can't give you permission to do anything because I'm not in the room. This is all you.
All right. Well, I've been granted permission to do one thing. That's to sell tickets. That's to win games and sell jerseys. She's scared already. I love it.
Yeah. I don't like where this is going.
23rd pick of the NFL draft. New York Jets select running back Najee Harris from Alabama.
Yeah.
And we dominate the league.
A lot of people have him going there.
Do they really? I didn't see it.
I saw a lot of people have him.
Damn, man. I thought I was ahead of the game.
No. Unfortunately not.
Nothing, man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. I think running backs are getting a little bit overlooked, but at the same sense, it's like
he's the only running back. Oh no! I'm pretty sure everything I've seen, he's the only running back that was going in the top 50.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think running backs are getting overlooked, but that also is like, oh, they're getting overlooked. That means they're going to be available later.
You really got to remember,
it's like a double edge.
Harris is his own offensive line.
Dude, all right, let's not get carried. He had a very good offensive line at Alabama.
Yeah, but he could also.
And he also had a deep. He also had a deep threat at Alabama. Like, it wasn't,
So we'll get one of them.
All right, we'll see.
You don't think what's his name's a deep threat?
No, I do, but there were other guys. There were other wide receivers that made it they had to worry about Devonta Smith first. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
So that's what
I'm saying. You get Zach Wilson. You get Najee Harris. Who's the wide receiver? I can't think of his name right now. Mims? Come on. We're building a young offense, a fun offense. Have the Jets put up more than 7 points in the last 6 years?
No. Only when they were playing the Raiders. All right,
let's get the points going, man.
Next up, we got the Steelers, the team that you said was going to win the Super Bowl.
Yep. And I don't see it happening for a long time. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, never mind. I got the Steelers taken here, and hold on to your hat. I know you're going to blow a freaking Yeah. Well, actually, your hat being held down by your headphones, so it won't explode too much. But I got the Steelers taking quarterback Kyle Trask from Florida here.
That is a very big. I haven't seen him going before like the third round.
But big body replacing Big Ben. Time for Big Ben to go. Steelers GM doesn't want him there. It's over. The ride is over.
Okay. I mean, that's really, really, really early. But okay.
Very early.
I got them going a different way. I got them favorite player, Maurice Pouncey. Maurice Pouncey.
Jones-Drew? You getting Maurice Jones-Drew?
And Mike. What? Marquise Pouncey and Mike Pouncey have are both officially retired.
Can they do something like without each other, by the way?
No.
Like,
let me tell you, if I had a twin that was rock solid and could fuck up anyone and was scary, I would do everything with them too, because what's better than one of them, two of them?
Good point.
But they got to replace him. I got them taking Wyatt Davis out of Ohio State. Inside offensive lineman.
Good call. I have him later on.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they are replacing a guy who, is, how much I love him. Just, how much I love him. So.
Yeah. I got you.
Offensive guard. I have a feeling he can move to center, too. I just have a feeling. He's an offensive guard right now, but I think if you could do offensive guard, I think he'll be good.
Sure. I agree.
All right. Next up, we got the Browns. Who you got the Browns taking? I'm sorry. Next up, we have the Jaguars. Who you have the Jaguars taking?
I got the Jaguars taking offensive lineman Jalen Mayfield out of Michigan here. I think once you get your quarterback, you got to get some protection for him. Mayfield's a good one. Michigan, you know how they do it out there. They grow offensive linemen. Mm-hmm. So I really like that move.
All right. I got them growing their defense. Like we said, I think the offenses in that division are going to just get better. I got Trayvon, I can't even say his last name, safety out of TCU. I think that he's very good. So.
Trayvon what?
Trayvon Morig.
I don't have him on my list, so I can't even help you.
Yeah, so he's a safety out of TCU. 2-time first team All Big 12. Jim Thorpe Award winner in 2020.
Beautiful.
All right, next up, we got the Browns.
For the Browns, I got them getting help on the defensive end. They got defensive tackle Levi Onwuzurike. I think that sounds right. Levi Onwuzurike out of Washington, defensive tackle. At this position, he's the best player available in that spot, and I think that's where the Browns need to improve the most this year.
Okay. All right, I got the Browns getting championship lineage. Christian Barmore.
Okay.
So.
Excellent. You want to tell us what about him, Jez? You want to tell us what school he went to?
He went to Alabama.
Okay.
Went to Alabama. Defensive MVP.
Only 25 Christian Barmores in the world. Like, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Ravens are up next. What do you got?
For the Ravens, I got them going to wide receiver level here. I got Terrace Marshall Jr. from LSU going to the Ravens. I'm like, that's going to upset some Jets fans because I know a lot of projections have him going to the Jets. But
the second round?
Yep. Mm-hmm. But I got him going to the Ravens earlier because the Ravens need help tremendously.
Agree with you there. I got them taking a wide receiver as well, but I got them taking Kadarius Toney out of Florida.
Good pick. Yeah. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Thank you. All right, next up we got the Saints. Who you got the Saints taking?
All right, I got the Saints getting some secondary help here. Cornerback Greg Newsome out of Northwestern is coming to the black and gold. We ready to roll? We ready to roll? Yeah, baby.
I got them taking a guy that might be a little bit controversial. I don't think people think that they need any help on the offense, wide receiver. But I got them taking Elijah Moore out of Ole Miss.
I don't hate that.
Let me tell you, Ole Miss has produced some really sick wide receivers in the past couple of years. I think this guy's going to be one of them.
I like it.
All right, next up is the Packers. Who you got the Packers taking?
All right, so now, due to the fact that Aaron, I'm going to throw a bitch fit Rodgers, did his patented throwing of a bitch fit this year, and said, I'm leaving, that's it, I'm never playing football again.
He never said that. That was all said.
I hate it here. They give me everything I want except a win. So they're going to take a wide receiver here, even though it is best for the team, though. So they got a wide receiver, Kadarius Toney from Florida, going to the Green Bay Packers.
I got them taking a linebacker here. Best for team. They didn't listen to Aaron last year, so I don't think they're going to listen to him this year either. I got them taking Xavier Collins out of Tulsa, University of Tulsa.
Okay.
Guy's a stud.
I'm not mad about that.
They need someone to replace Blake Martinez.
Exactly. Blake Martinez. Why they would let that guy walk away? I don't know.
Well, you got to be happy. Obviously, you're.
I'm happy. The guy's a freaking tackling machine, man.
Yeah. All right.
I have a very exciting pick for this next pick, by the way.
All right. I'm
going to let you go first on this one. Buffalo Bills.
I think their Achilles heel right now is their cornerback situation. I got them reaching a little bit because like we said, a lot of cornerbacks have gotten picked.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to go with Elijah Molden out of Washington, 2-time first-team All-Pac-12. I just think that they got to kind of go cornerback here.
All right. So I thought a big problem why they lost to the Chiefs was because of ball balance. What I mean by that is pass to run ratio.
Yeah.
I know they're a pass first dominant team, but I think it's also because they don't have any good running backs. So I got them taking Travis Etienne here.
Okay. That's not a bad pick.
Big combo for them.
Yep.
You pair him up with that offense, watch out. That's like putting him right back into Clemson.
Yeah. No, you're right. I could see it going that way. I thought you might go running back. After I said who I said, I was like, oh, maybe I should have gone running back in that position. But I think
Najee Harris might still be available by the time.
Yeah, that's true. All right, next up I have Kansas City Chiefs. I think that we saw a blatant issue that they have when it comes to depth in the offensive line.
I agree.
I got them taking Sam Cosmi out of Texas.
Okay. I got them taking Wyatt Davis from Ohio State here. This is where I think that offensive guard is going to come in. You need that depth. We noticed that so badly in the Super Bowl this year. So Wyatt Davis is a great spot there.
I totally agree. All right, next up, we have the rating champs in the last pick of our first round. James.
Reigning superior.
Who do you have?
They have a very good offensive line.
They do.
But it's getting old. Yeah, they have a good secondary, young secondary.
Very good secondary.
Good defensive line, but I think aging.
Very aging. And a couple are free agents this year.
Yep. Now, I thought about a running back here because of the Leonard Fournette situation and him climbing up in age, but I don't think that's a massive need.
I don't think that he's climbing up that much in age. He's not that old, dude.
Right, I know, but he's got some injuries on him.
It does.
So I got him taking. Either way, I think that a running back is something that gets addressed in the 4th, 5th round.
Oh, yeah.
I got them taking defensive end, Carlos Basham from Wake Forest here.
I would defensive end as well, but I went not even south, a little bit more west. I went to the Oklahoma Sooners. I got Ronnie Perkins, defensive end. I think that like you said, that defensive end is Obviously, they were studs, but at the end of the day, Ndamukong Suh, I could see him going somewhere where he's going to make a little bit more money. He already got his championship.
True.
You know what I mean? Let me make some money now. Last couple of years in my career. Shaq Barrett kind of had a down year this year, but
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're gonna have to pay a lot of guys, and they don't have a lot of money to go around. I think they really got to start building that offensive line. Defensive line. Offensive line looked great, like you said. Running back, they could address later in the rounds. Gonna probably have to find someone to replace Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin's another one who's probably going to be going this offseason. So just things to think about. Right. But that was our mock draft Monday.
The first one of its kind.
First one. It was awesome. We'll be back next Monday. More mock drafts. We're ready.
True that. Stay safe. Stay well. Stay hydrated.